Hi, good morning. Good morning, Dimple. Excuse me. Yes, I had a very good holiday, thank you. A very good rest. Good morning, Annie. Good morning, everybody else. Just a joy, isn't it, going on holiday and not having any responsibilities whatsoever. Just relaxing, just fantastic. I'm quite good at that. Quite good at it, I must say. Good morning, Chris and Helen. Good to see you. Good to be back. Seeing all the familiar names coming up. Hope you're all well this morning. Oh, that's good, Dimple. 2 meditations in the morning. That's great. Good morning, Stuart. Hi, Jenny. Good to see you. Just wait a little longer before we start. Okay, I think most people are here, probably by now. Okay, I just wanted to talk this morning just a little bit about being in the flow. Um, we 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 get anxious, don't we? We get very caught up with our world, and we have a tendency to separate ourselves off by just withdrawing into our minds with all these different thoughts and plans and judgments and ideas about what is going to happen or what should have happened. And we get so caught up in all this that we separate ourselves from our lives and from the world in general. And actually, it's really important that as much as we can, we connect with the whole world around us. And one of the ways we do that, well, the most important way we do that is through awareness. And that's what we're trying to cultivate with all our meditations, but particularly with the mindfulness of breathing, which is what we're doing today. This idea of just sitting, following our breath and watching our minds. Um, and it's not that we have to stop our minds thinking, because we can't do that. If we get caught up in this battle with our minds, trying to stop it and make it quiet, all we're doing is we're throwing petrol on the fire, as it were. We're just making it worse. So the only way to get our minds to calm down is just to allow them to be as they are, to see what's going on, just to actually notice the thoughts, acknowledge the thoughts, but try not to get carried away with them. And one of the things that helps us to do this is to be in the body. I think Alex did body scan yesterday, which is a really good practice to help us get into our bodies and notice our feelings. If we can be with our feelings, that's real. Feelings are real in the body. Thoughts are not. Thoughts come and go. They're like mist. But the feelings in the body can really help us to know ourselves and to know what's going on. And by contacting the feelings in our body, we can relax more. And it takes time. It sounds, it can be very. I sound very glib sometimes. It can seem very straightforward, but it isn't. It is in principle, but actually, we need to practice this a lot. And there will always be probably thoughts coming and going, but it's whether we take much notice of them. So in this meditation, we follow the breath, and we try and concentrate on the breath so that we've got less tendency to get caught up in our minds. But at the same time, in the third stage particularly, and the fourth stage, we're looking into our feelings and sensations in the body. And particularly in this one that I do on a Tuesday, we have a longer third stage where we go right into the belly in the end. And that whole point of that is to help us get away from our busy minds a little bit, to stop us getting quite so caught up. The thoughts will still come, and we need to acknowledge that they're there, but they're just in the background, coming and going. The mind doing what the mind does, and it's nothing to worry about. And if we do get caught up in thoughts, that's okay. That's what we do. That's what happens. And it doesn't matter. There is no way in this meditation or any meditation of failing. We can't do it wrong. We can't get it wrong or have a bad meditation. We're just simply practicing watching our minds and coming into our bodies and following the breath. Okay, so I've got a poem to read, and you'll notice I've got some sunflowers on my shrine. So I've got a poem by Mary Oliver about sunflowers. So I'm just going to, I'll just read that and then we'll go into the meditation. Come with me into the field of sunflowers. Their faces are burnished discs. Their dry spines creak like mast ships. Their green leaves so heavy and many fill all day with the sticky sugars of the sun. Come with me to visit the sunflowers. They are shy, but want to be friends. They have wonderful stories of when they were young, the important weather, the wandering crows. Don't be afraid to ask them questions. Their bright faces, which follow the sun, will listen, and all those rows of seeds, each one a new life, hope for a deeper acquaintance. Each of them, though it stands in a crowd of many like a separate universe, is lonely. The long work of turning their lives into a celebration is not easy. Come and let us talk with those modest faces, the simple garments of leaves, the coarse roots of the earth, so uprightly burning. Okay, so just settling in, just noticing that you're here right now, sitting on a chair, lying on the bed, lying on the floor, whatever posture you're in. Just noticing what that feels like. And just beginning to give yourself to the meditation. Letting go of any plans, any ideas, any worries if you can, just coming into the body, noticing the contact with the earth, with whatever you're sitting or lying on, the feeling of gravity pulling you down, holding you, taking care of you. Just giving up as much as you can to that gravity, just letting it take your weight. Just feeling the contact with whatever you're sitting or lying on. Just a real connection with your seat or the bed or the floor or the cushion. Sensing the air around you. It might be warm or cold or somewhere in between. And any noises, any sounds that are coming to you. So all these things are part of our world. We're not separate from them. They're part of us. The earth, the pull of gravity, the sounds around us, the air, the feelings in our body. All part of this human experience. Just allowing that to be as it is. Whatever it's like, it's okay. Just surrendering to our experience as much as we can. Not trying to change it. Not trying to adjust it in any way. Just surrendering to whatever's happening in our experience right now with full acceptance. Right here, right now. And bringing attention to the breath coming into the body, filling us with life. Expanding our lungs. Filling our body with oxygen. Sustaining all of the different parts of our being, our bodies. This life-giving breath. So this is the mindfulness of breathing with a longer third stage in the body. So we begin by simply following each out-breath from the beginning to the end. And just being with that breath. And if it helps, you can count the breaths up to 10. You won't get to 10 if you're counting properly, you'll get distracted. But sometimes counting the breath can help you to concentrate if your mind's a little busy. So just counting at the end of each out breath, or just simply following each out breath, whichever you like. So we're not trying to do anything here except just follow the breath. Thoughts will come and go. Ideas will arise. Just letting them go. Following, coming back to the breath. Following each out breath. And just having an acceptance of whatever's happening, however easy or difficult it might be to not get caught up in the thoughts. Doesn't matter. Just coming back to the out breath each time. Just coming back if you're distracted, not beating yourself up for that. We're not trying to get anywhere, we're not trying to succeed in any way. We're just sitting here, noticing what happens, coming back to the breath. So letting go of following the out breath now, just taking stock of how you are, checking on your posture. Are you comfortable? Making any adjustments you need to do. And then when you're ready, following each in-breath, right from the beginning to the end. And if you want to count before each in-breath, just begin just before each in-breath, just before the start of the in-breath. And not, if you are counting, not getting tied up with getting anywhere, getting to 10, just accepting that you will be distracted and coming back to each in-breath. Just relaxing as much as you can. There's nowhere to go, nothing to achieve. We're just simply following each in-breath. Just really noticing what each in-breath feels like. Not trying too hard. In fact, really not trying hardly at all. Just following, just remembering to follow each in-breath. I'm not making any effort with it. Just watching the breath arising, coming into the body. So we're going to stop following the in-breath now and move into the body, noticing the breath in the upper body, coming and going. Noticing the rising and falling of the chest and the upper back and the sides of the body. As the breath comes in and then leaves, this constant rhythm in the body. Just noticing the movement to begin with. Just letting it be as it is, whatever that is. And if you can feel any tension or tightness, just bringing a gentle and kindly awareness to that. And allowing yourself to relax on each out breath. Each time the lungs empty and contract, just relaxing. But mostly getting caught up in this, getting absorbed in this gentle expansion and contraction of the upper body. Very gently moving down now to the abdomen just below the rib cage. Seeing what you can feel there. Seeing if you can notice the breath coming and going in the abdomen. It's much more subtle, but it's still there. If you can't feel it, that's okay. Don't force anything. Don't try too hard. Just relaxing into this and staying open to feeling the abdomen moving in time to the breath. Not making any effort, not trying too hard. Just bringing kindly attention to the abdomen, to the sensations just below the rib cage. Then, if you're ready, moving down into the belly, somewhere just below the belly button. Can you feel movement here? Much, much more subtle. There's an echo of the breath coming and going in the belly. If you find it difficult to feel, that's okay. Not trying too hard, just relaxing, bringing as much awareness as you can to your belly area. Just relaxing, nothing to do, nowhere to go, nobody to be. Just enjoying this sensation of the body, breathing. If it helps, you could bring to mind a really pleasant situation when you felt safe and comfortable and happy. Just taking yourself back there in the imagination. Everything's fine, everything's safe, everything's perfect. So as we move into the last few minutes, when you feel ready, just beginning to broaden out your awareness from the belly to the rest of the body, to the feet and the legs, just noticing what they feel like. The bottom and the hips, the whole of the back of the body. Still moving with the breath. The shoulders and the arms, the hands. The head, and the face. Just relaxing any tension in the face. Letting the eyes be soft behind the eyelids. The forehead uncreased. Letting the skin on the face sag. And bringing our attention finally to the area around the upper lip or the nostrils, and just noticing the breath coming into the body and then leaving the body. Noticing these delicate sensations as the breath brushes the nostrils or the upper lip. Really being curious about these delicate sensations. What's that feel like? Completely giving up any effort, just noticing the sensations. And finally, just letting go of all effort now, not even following the breath, just noticing how it feels to be sitting here at the end of this meditation. Just being with whatever experience you're having. Thank you, Dimple. Good morning to everybody who joined us after we started, particularly Showbit and Philippa and Jenny. Good to see you. And I hope that set you up for the day. And have a good day. Enjoy the weather. Enjoy the beautiful sunshiny summer weather that we're having at the moment. It won't last. Nothing lasts, does it? Everything is impermanent, as the Buddha said. That's okay. Enjoy it while we're with it. Stay with it. Stay in the moment and enjoy whatever's enjoyable. Anyway, great to be back with you this morning. Sanka Keita will be with you tomorrow. I'll be back on Thursday with a Tonglen meditation, a giving and receiving meditation. So I hope to see you then. But do join Sanka Keita if you can tomorrow. And lots of love to you. Have a really good day and stay safe and take care. Lots of love again. Bye.